You may or may not know that I'm trained in forensic psychology, and I've learned to go back and find out that there's a link in every chain. And this took place on Mother's Day weekend, and that he left on Sunday to go to Denver to work on a job. Would you expect that to be part of that relationship, or him to take off and her to go riding a bicycle on Mother's Day?
No, it doesn't sound anywhere near normal to me. And like I said, the EVI information on his truck didn't line up, Phil. He said he saw her at 5 a.m. and he did not.
And how do you know that?
Testimony from an employee that he was rambling down the road, texting people at 4 in the morning, trying to get them to go to Broomfield.
So
can't be at home at 5.
And talking to somebody on the road at 4.
Right.
That is, so that the timeline doesn't add up at all.
No, not at all.
I mean, we was really upset that first night, but I was in Denver, so.
Oh, you were?
I didn't get here until 9 o'clock that night.
You were?
I didn't get here until 9 o'clock that night.
Why? 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 All right, guys. Well, many of you might wonder why I'm going into Salida Stove and Spa. Well, it's because at one point in time I had heard through the grapevine that Morgan Gentile had told somebody that Barry had sent her into this Salida Stove and Spa here to buy chlorine. So I'm gonna go in and see if they sell buckets of chlorine. So here we go, let's see what happens. Oh,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Say, by chance, do you guys sell chlorine?
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 Chlorine right there.
Do you guys sell like the big, like 5-gallon buckets of it?
No. No, biggest we have is a 3-pounder.
3-pounder? Where's that located at?
So this is the size that we sell right here.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Freshwater concentrated chlorinating granules.
Is it for a hot tub or for a pool?
It's for neither. Neither one. I'm just curious.
Because that stuff's designed a lot more pure than a lot of the chlorine that you get that's like in the 5-gallon bucket. That stuff's like 99.5% pure. So it doesn't have all the inerts in it like the calcium and stuff to cut it.
Oh, okay. So this is just like pure chlorine then.
Pretty pure.
Wow.
Hey, sorry about that, folks. We had to play some videos because I had some technical difficulties I was trying to work through, but we're glad y'all are here. Sorry.
Yes, indeed.
My throat.
Hello, everyone.
What's up, brother?
Hey, just chilling in Arizona. It's good to look around and see people from all over the place as I look at the comments here. We got right now 365 people with us. So thank you guys for Yep, thank you for spending your Friday night with us. We appreciate it. So,
all right. Tyson, I'm going to try to do this video that you're wanting. Hopefully I got it working. So I'm going to try that right now. And wish us luck. You can say something if you want, Tyson. I'm doing this. Sorry.
oh, I thought you were getting ready to roll that thing.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to. I just gotta.
Are you pulling up the which one are you pulling up, the Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
All right. While he's working on that, I'll tell you guys, there's a place in southern Colorado. It's a small town called Antonito. It's right on the border of New Mexico. They have a home there that was used as a movie prop in Indiana Jones. And I don't remember which Indiana Jones it was, but I think it was The Last Crusade. But anyway, it was when Indy was a little kid and he was running home to talk to his dad, or he was doing something. I don't remember the movie that well, but anyway, he runs into this house and he sits down and he talks to his dad, who is Sean Connery, who the late great Sean Connery, who we just lost this year.
You want me to try to play it, bro?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see if we can.
We were having you guys tell us if you can't hear this, because that's what we were having issues with, was the audio.
No audio. Yeah, I can't hear it either.
Okay, we're gonna start it over, and I'm gonna put my headphones up here, so because I want to play this because it's really cool. All right, here we go.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here I am in southern Colorado. Not in Arizona anymore. It's very, very cold here. But anyway, behind me you'll see the home of Indiana Jones in the movie. I think it was the Lost Crusade. One of the movies where Indiana Jones is running home as a little boy and he talks to his dad right here inside this house. But you'll remember, if you watch the movie, that he ran across these railroad tracks out here. So this would have been the route that he ran across these railroad tracks and came right up to this house just like this. And then in the movie, you guys will know. Anyway, I just thought it was a cool piece of movie history. So
Is this still screeching?
Oh man. Oh, that was awful.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
No, that's okay.
I mean, I couldn't hear it. All I could hear was the audio. Sorry about that.
Nah, it's all right. It's, it was one of those cool things that was there, and I thought I would stop and just kind of enjoy the moment. Indiana Jones was always one of our favorites growing up, so that's kind of a cool little experience, and one thing I really liked about Indiana Jones was actually two things: his curiosity and his tenacity. And so I just thought it was kind of a cool house.
That is a cool house, man. It doesn't look too different than some of the stuff that was around when we were kids, like around where we grew up.
Yeah.
There's houses that look exactly like that where we lived when we were growing up. So
yeah, exactly.
Cool, man. I one of these days I'm going to get this audio and this video thing down pat so we can do what we're trying to do here, but right now it's not working. Sorry about that.
That's all right. So some of the things that I wanted to talk about right out of the gates here, Dusty, was this case that happened in southern Arizona or southern Colorado, where involving this guy named Psycho. And that house, that Indiana Jones house, was actually very, very close to where this took place down in southern Colorado. But it was an interesting day that I had, and we got some video that we're gonna not show tonight, but I have some more videos that we're gonna put out, some footage that we shot down there and close to the Sanford area. But anyway, no, man, it was pretty sketchy going over there. There was this bridge that you crossed over from Sanford to Las Salsas. And it was like crossing the bridge of hell, man, or the bridge of death. Like once you got on that other side, it was like you were on a whole nother planet, man. So you could feel the evil right away, right when you cross that bridge. And so anyway, when I finally got out there, because it's over the mountains and through the woods pretty much. And when I got there, I ran into an Amish kid that was out there helping his dad build a house. And I stopped and I asked him, you know, where this all took place. And I got that all on video. So should make some pretty good videos coming out pretty soon. So
Yeah. And I'm going to get those out tomorrow. Today, I didn't get them out because it's my anniversary, actually. And I was doing stuff. My wife's at work, but I just want to wish my wife a happy anniversary. Tiffany's her name, and we've been married 11 years now. Actually, can I let me show a couple of photos. I don't think any of y'all really know what she looks like. So that's my wife, Tiffany. Here's her and her mom when it snowed out here. But she is awesome. And honey, I love you. And I know you're not watching this because you're taking care of people at the hospital, but yeah, I just want to say that.
awesome. Yep. Happy anniversary to you and Tiffany.
Thank you.
Yep. It's hard to believe it's been 11 years already. It's crazy.
Yeah, no kidding.
So anyway, Dusty, once I got over there to La Salsas, this Amish kid, he started telling me about, you know, where they found the bodies, because they said that this Audrey, you know, this psycho guy, that he owned a couple of different properties, one on the east side, one on the west side, and they went out there to serve a search warrant for. They had according to this Amish kid, they had some sort of a crime ring going on, where they were stealing things, taking it out there, and then kind of selling it or distributing it or whatever they were doing. But anyway, the police were out there looking for the stolen property, and they happened upon 2 dead bodies. And I have not heard from anybody. I've reached out to the Conejos County Sheriff's Department to try to find out who these victims might be, and I have not gotten a response. But they found 2 there, and then I guess they got another tip or something, or some more tips came in that he owned this other property down the road. He went down there, or they went down there, and they ended up finding 1 more body down there. So that was a total, obviously, of 3. And then some really weird stuff started happening around the town of Alamosa area that were very suspicious, you know, some fires, things like that. One of these fires was actually one of the properties owned by Psycho. So somebody's going around burning things up. It's just a crazy situation down there.
Yeah, that's a huge red flag when you start burning down a building, you know. And wasn't there a rumor that the hotel was set on fire too, or something like that, Tyson?
Yeah, I have not confirmed exactly what happened, or you know who was in this hotel. I guess it was some sort of a hotel that shut down, and then they turned it into like a homeless place, you know, homeless house or whatever, where they would keep homeless people for a while and try to get them back on their feet or whatever. And
yeah.
So I don't know exactly what the situation was, but yeah, they said that this Psycho may have had some connections with that burning down too. So, you know, the Conejos County Sheriff's Department has a mess on their hands, and we're going to continue to follow this and find out, you know, what we can about those victims, those 3 people that were found in the yards. So,
yeah, I read in one of the comments while I was looking over there while you're talking, and somebody said they heard it was a woman and 2 kids, but hopefully that's not true. But anyway, it's sad. Regardless, there's 3 people that lost their lives. So
yeah, it's terrible, you know. And I went around, and we'll again, I have video of all this, but I went to the Sanford Country Store. It's this little teeny tiny store, and it's in the middle of nowhere. And I walked in, and this man and woman, I was, you know, trying to find out more about these victims that were found, these and Psycho, you know, find out a little bit more about him. And man, they were looking at me like I had 2 heads, you know, like
shouldn't have been going there, huh?
Yeah, like what is this guy doing? Like, what are you going around asking about this for? Like, these guys are dangerous, or whatever, you know, and they just, you'll see it in the video, but you know, these people, they're obviously afraid and they don't want to talk about it, and they want to just continue to turn a blind eye to it. But it's time that, you know, they need to clean that mess up down there. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, it was probably a little bit like going down to old Mexico, you know, like, because it's really dangerous there also. And it's just, people are probably like, man, because, you know, those cartels will take over areas like, especially like that. They're so rural. And so, and it's like going on the Indian reservation or something, you know, there's no laws out there really until something like what happened happens. And then they, you know, the police have to go over there almost, you know, so
yeah,
they don't want to. I'm sure they don't. You know, they want to stay away from people like that, probably. So,
yeah,
hopefully they're getting that stuff cleaned up.
Yeah, they need to. They need to get a handle on it down there because it's obviously spiraling out of control. You know, it makes you wonder who these people are that they found buried. I mean, that's crazy. Like, I mean, did they have reports of missing people in the area, or, you know, were they illegals that came up from Mexico, you know, involved in human trafficking? I mean, I don't know. I don't understand how you can find 3 bodies like that and not have any idea who they are, you know. Guess it just takes time though to find out sometimes.
Yeah, it does. And I don't know, like, they might not even know who they are, you know. I mean, you could have some people that aren't in the system and not reported missing, like you were saying, undocumented immigrants or something, and nobody's keeping track of them or reporting them missing. So, you know, they could never be. There's a lot of people out there like that are found, like a lot of John Does and a lot of Jane Does. They never find out who they are.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's terrible.
Yeah.
So anyway, you know, I stopped at another little market in Manassas and talked to a couple of people in there, again, a man and a woman, and asked about them. The guy told me a little bit about some of the history of it, but, you know, that's some of the stuff that goes on back there. And I don't know if we'll show that on video or not, but yeah, he just said it was a real rough place too. So I'm glad that Psycho's behind bars. That's where he needs to be. And until, you know, we can find out exactly what, you know, happened. I know he gets his trial and everything like that, but still, you know, sounds like a very dangerous individual.
Yeah. I mean, he looks dangerous. Looks like he's been in prison a few times. He got some of those prison tats and everything. So
yeah,
that's probably not a big, not a new thing for him for sure. So
yeah.
All right. So, you got what else you got on the agenda, Tyson, that you wanted to talk about tonight?
Well, of course, you know, we want to talk about Nick Cordova. I don't know if did we get that video to have sound of me visiting Nick Cordova?
We have the first one that I showed on my 321, but I mean, I don't have the other one with sound. I don't want to blow everybody's eardrums out trying to do that.
Yeah.
But believe me, I'll have a lot of this stuff up tomorrow. We're going to tonight probably be just us giving you a little teaser of it and telling you what it's going to be. But yeah, it's really powerful stuff. I've seen it, and I wish I could play it right now, but I will have it up tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so that'll be a good time to do it.
Hey, I see that Mr. donated $25. Hey guys, y'all deserve so much more. Thank you for all of you're doing out there. Kudos. Thank you.
Yeah, Mister's a member too. Cool.
Yep.
Nice. Thank you very much. There, ABD is asking if you got inside the cabin, Tyson. I'm assuming she's talking about. Oh, sorry, I might have clicked on the wrong one. Right here.
No, I did not. I did not get inside that cabin. I did not go in any cabin. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, there wasn't a fire at the cabin, is what the fire report said. Anyway, so I mean, yeah, I'm not sure I believe that, but did it look burned out? Because it looked like there's a piece of plywood on the front of it, like something got destroyed or something.
Yeah, it looked like it could have been. Looked like it could have been. There could have been a part of a fire that went up the side wall there. So perhaps.
Hmm.
So thank you for that question, ABD with the German Shepherd. That's like our little inside joke, ABD. Always got to add with the German Shepherd. You're awesome, ABD. Thank you. Yeah, Dusty. No, it was it was a good trip. It was good in so many ways, man. It like lit a fire under me again. You know,
I could tell that happened. Yeah, definitely.
yeah, like it got my fire going again. So when I got back from Colorado, I think I was in my hometown for like one day, and I was like, man, I'm just itching to go down to Mesa, Gilbert area, and go to Nick Cordova's grave, and like I couldn't stop. I just wanted to keep going, and so I did, man. I just followed that, and I was glad that I had that energy, and and that determination after a long trip to Colorado. But I did, man, and it was so rewarding being there at Nick's grave, and you guys will see it on the video. But it was amazing to walk up on his grave. I had texted Alicia asking where it was, and she kind of explained it. And so I was going off of some very vague instructions, and I looked up and I saw a grave that said Cordova on it, and I said, "Oh, there it is." And then I realized it was a wrong name. It was somebody else. And so I said, "Well, I'm going to turn the camera off, and I'm going to look around a little bit more." And right as I said that, and I was getting ready to click the camera off, I caught his name out of the corner of my eye. And so I kept the camera rolling, and he was up on the very top, probably like 7, 8, maybe not like 10, maybe 10 feet in the air, in one of those mausoleum. I don't really know how to say it, but you know what I mean, in those tomb things. Mm-hmm. And so I just turned the camera off, and I paid my respects to Nick. We had a powerful conversation. I could feel his spirit there. I could feel his gratitude towards us, and us trying to raise awareness for him, his widow, Alicia, and his kids, and everybody else that's affected by that case. I felt it, and it was a good trip, man. And I just, it was like I just came back with my batteries recharged, and just ready to kind of sit down and analyze all the information we were able to get, and just make some of these videos, stuff like that. So it was just an awesome all around trip. It was good.
Nice. Yeah, it was really good to watch all those videos, but it was better to see how excited you were again to get back out there after being sick and all that you had going on. And it was a fire that got lit under you, and there's been a lot happening in your life that we don't talk about that is good stuff, so it's just helping us as a team, but it's mostly helping you as a person get back to where you were before, so that's great. I love to see that, because that's that's what got everybody interested in this channel anyway, was how you would just go on these adventures and things would just happen, like that. But the thing about it is you put yourself in that place for things to happen. It wouldn't happen if you weren't there. So yeah, it's pretty amazing that's back again, after all the COVID and whatever else. So
yeah, no, it is. And it felt really good to kind of be in my element, be in that environment. I thought with the videos that we made were great. You put your finishing touches on them, added a little bit of music and all that, and just made them really powerful. But that's all fine and dandy. But one thing that I want to really stress right now is that one of our main missions in doing this is raising awareness, Dusty. Mm-hmm. We're raising awareness, and people might think, oh, well, why are you going there, or why are you showing us stuff from the church and all this and that? All of this, everything that we put out, you guys got to realize we're putting out to 17,000 people, and probably even way more that aren't even subscribed. I don't know how many people, but it's raising awareness for these cases, and that's what I like to do, man. I just like to get out and raise awareness and get people talking about it. You know, get it in these chat boards, these web sleuths. Just it's cool, man, to get people talking about these cases.
Yeah, absolutely. It is, and we're not going to solve these cases. We're not detectives or whatever. We've said that before, but we're going to do our part to not let these cases get pushed under the rug, swept under the rug, or be forgotten or go cold or whatever, however you want to put it. We're not going to let that happen. Even though it seems like that's happening in some of these cases sometimes, but you know, we're trying to be patient. We're trying to have faith that people are working behind the scenes, but there is some discouraging things that come out every once in a while that make you wonder, what the heck, man? Are they actually doing anything? You know, and I'd like to talk about one of those things. Our friend at Real Tom Songs, he wrote a letter to the editor of I'm going to pull his Twitter up.
Okay.
But he wrote about what he's writing about. He's trying to get Chaffee County to change what's on the NamUs.
Oh yeah.
And what it says is there's a narrative on there that there was a bike ride that Suzanne went on. There's no proof of that. So we're trying to get, I should say Tom and a few others, and we will help in any way we can to get that change, because it's not true that she went on a bike ride. If you got proof of that, let us know what it is. But
exactly,
as of right now, that shouldn't be on there because that's misleading, and it doesn't tell the truth. You know, and that law enforcement, you know, Tom's out there asking for information. They're telling him they can't give it to him. He's getting the responses back that they're not going to do anything to jeopardize the case. All that's all well and good, but you're jeopardizing the case when you're not telling the truth too about what happened. Yeah. And it's pretty obvious to everybody that that's not what happened.
Yeah.
There's 2 seconds of video that prove that. And that's when Barry tried to tell you that the way the tire was pointing.
Well,
that tells me all I need to know.
Exactly. But speaking of the tires, let me tell you what I read somewhere, and I don't know who to give credit to, but whoever it was a really intelligent thought about Suzanne's bicycle. They said that the gravel in Barry's yard and leading up to where she parked her bike, I think, which was in the garage, it was a different kind of gravel than the dirt out on Puma Path and all that. So one way that they would be able to tell is to check the tire treads to see if it had the gravel or if it had the dirt, like out, on Puma Path or whatever. And that could be very telling where the bicycle was ridden last. Was it ridden up the driveway or was it ridden on Puma Path? And so, you know what I'm saying?
Where is that bike anyways?
The bike must be in the storage room at the sheriff's department or something. I don't know, but they need to check those tires and check the threads. I mean, the treads to see what kind of dirt is in there. Because if it was ridden the last time by Suzanne up into the garage and then thrown in the back of a truck, it's going to still have those little granules in there from the driveway. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. And I'm sure they've done that. I'm sure I'm not teaching the FBI and these guys, new tricks or something. I mean, I'm sure there's just probably a lot that they're not saying right now, obviously, but just because they're not saying it doesn't mean they don't know certain things. A lot, probably.
Yeah. And I talked to somebody, or I didn't talk to somebody. I read somewhere where they were saying that they only get one shot at this, to get whoever did this. And that's true. And that's why I try my very best to be patient about this and not be judgmental towards law enforcement, because we don't know what's going on. But then there's some things that they do or say that your brain starts going, well, what the heck is going on with these guys? You know, they treat people that try to get information. You know, there's a FOIA that you can get, Freedom of Information Act. So somebody that I know that writes me emails tried to get a FOIA for certain things in this case, and they got a message back saying they're not going to give it to them. And that's against the law. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
That's why it's called the Freedom of Information Act. I know there's certain things they're not going to give them. I know that. And, you know, I might be wrong about that being against the law, but when it's certain things like a fire, like what was going on, you know, at that place, it shouldn't be hard to get the information on that. It shouldn't take from May to November to get it either when you requested it months ago. So, you know, there's just certain things that are fishy.
Yeah.
In this case.
Oh man, there's a lot of them. And they just, it's like if you had like one or two, okay, you'd be like, all right, well, you know, there's a couple of things that don't make sense, that aren't adding up. But when there's like 25 or 30,
more than that. Remember our list that we went through, there was at least 67, and then there was people adding to that. So it's just weird. And one of them, can I talk about this one, Tyson, real quick?
Yeah.
Go
ahead, bro.
This has been out there. I've seen it on social media, but I got a text yesterday with some pictures and video of law enforcement going into the Grace Church in Salida. And anybody who doesn't know what the significance of the Grace Church is, that's where Suzanne went to church, and I believe Barry might have even went there occasionally. It didn't burst into flames when he walked in, I don't think, because it was still standing when I saw the picture of it. But anyway, there was law enforcement going in this place, and I was like, what the heck are they going in there for? That's weird. And then I went to look on their website, and the website's gone. There's no website for that place anymore. And there was one because there's links to it on Facebook and different things. There's 2 posts that they made about Suzanne right around May. Like right after she went missing, there was 2 posts asking to pray for her. There hadn't been anything since then. I think that, and I might be wrong about this, but I believe I read it like this. There was some videos out back in October when I was going to Colorado. Some videos going around about this preacher lady. I don't know what you call pastor, I guess she's called. I didn't mean to be sexist there. I meant to say it's a female pastor, I guess. But anyway, she was saying she had a conversation with Barry at a funeral, and I believe it was at this church. And Barry was acting really weird, and he ate, and then he was trying to throw away the china that they were serving food on. Like, I don't know why. It's just like it was weird. And apparently he was confessing things to this person, thinking there was some kind of confidentiality thing, but she just went and started telling people stuff. So I don't know if she was telling the truth or whatever. And I don't even know if I'm getting this story right, but I do know what I heard, and that's a story I heard. So, yeah, I think that's the same church, if I'm not mistaken. And this was after he was there with his daughters after Suzanne went missing at a young person's funeral, I believe. So,
yeah, I did hear about that like a couple months back, that very same thing about this person that was claiming that Barry, you know, had kind of like, he didn't come right out and say what he did or that he did it, but it was like kind of like a confession type thing or something. I don't even remember the specifics or the details, but yeah, I remember hearing about that, Dusty. Is, you know, it's another one of those things. Add it to the 67, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And one of the main ones, that little video I put out today, I just got up, just logged into my computer, starting work, and all of a sudden I see somebody had posted that Suzanne's house, I should say, since she bought it, Suzanne's house was put up on Airbnb. And I'm like, this guy has no like ethics, nothing. I mean, if he's just going to go renting her house out, and he's on there saying that his girls were afraid to be there because there's somebody out there and all that bull that he put out there about why they moved. Now we know why they moved. I mean, he wants to make money. I mean, it's obvious now.
Yep.
I mean, that's ridiculous, man. I mean, that's just stomping all over the
and it's
memory
not
of Suzanne.
It's not just a little money either. It's not a Motel 6. It's
no kidding.
It's not a Motel 6, but in many ways, but it's, you know, it's expensive. It's $700
a night.
$800 a night, and I think it's even higher during different seasons of the year. I think it went up to 1,000. I think I heard on Tube Crime, you know, at one time a couple months ago.
Yeah, that's crazy,
so,
man.
It is crazy.
I mean, not only that, but that could have been the place where she was last alive. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean, more than likely, that was one of the last places she ever was, and it just blows my mind. And
yeah, it's obvious. Well, he's like he can't get away from it fast enough. You know, he wants to sell it, then he wants to rent it out. He just wants to, you know, I just want to get away from it. Just get it out of here. You know, it's crazy.
If it's making money for him, he's not going to sell it because he can get more money renting it. So
well, somebody, you know, I'm sure he's going to keep it up for sale and just do the Airbnb until it sells. You know, I'm sure he's chomping at the bit to get his hands on that $1.5 million or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he is. Golly, man, that made me really mad though, and I was like, I had to just make a quick video because that was ridiculous, man. And then one of the things that that I saw on there was they approved Barry to be a host, like Airbnb did. I mean, how do you approve somebody like that? I know they only have certain criteria. They have to approve you know, you have to show them your license and you have to give them a phone number and all that crap. But are they I mean, maybe they don't know. Like,
they may not know. They may not know, but also at the same time, remember, he has not been charged with anything. I mean, Barry, he's no different than some, you know, Joe Schmo walking down the street as far as they're concerned, because, but I understand like the stigma, but legally, Dusty, they have to let him because he's not, you know, so.
Well, I think that might be one of the reasons he has another guy's name on there. And that guy, he's acting as a host too. I don't know. I found him on Facebook. His name is Uriah. I'm not going to say his last name on here, but it's not too hard to find. If you just look at his name and then search the area, I found it in about 3 minutes who he is. I tried to find a connection. I mean, I don't know it's just a guy who owns a photography business. I mean, and I don't know what else he does, but
yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know how there's a connection there, but maybe he just works for some place that rents out places for people. I know they do that sometimes. So
yeah, I don't know. Barry's got connections everywhere. It seems like, man. I don't know. He may be connected or not. I don't know, but it wouldn't surprise me one bit if he was.
Well, somebody asked in the comments who's going to rent it. Well, somebody already has. They left a review. We got video of people there in the hot tub playing music. That was back when the search was going on. So, I mean, come on, man. Like, have some respect, dude. I mean,
I don't know, man. He doesn't have any respect, you know. And it's been. I want to talk about something I saw when I was up there, Dusty, real quick. When I was driving around, it was the day before Thanksgiving. One of the days that I was there, I think it was November 25th. And I was driving around and I saw all these families coming into town with the holiday spirit. You know, I would see mom and dad get out of the car and I'd see the little boy and the little girl, and they would kind of skip down the street, Main Street there in Salida. And it was just a happy feeling, you know, the holidays are up on us. It's family time. And as I drove around Barry's little townhouse area right there, I saw the same thing. I saw people shuffling about. And I couldn't help but think about Suzanne, and I couldn't help think about those girls, her girls. I mean, how devastating for them. to have to go through this with their mom missing, and the holidays are here, and everybody's in town, everybody's happy. But at the same time, it's like, it's kind of a two-edged sword. And then it's like, well, why aren't they doing anything? Why have they not come forward? I mean, I know inside of us, we have an innate love, an unconditional love for these people, for family. And I don't understand how these girls just like innately didn't just come out and say, we need to find our mom. Where's our mom? What is going on? Please help. Please help. We're not seeing that. And I just don't understand, especially as Thanksgiving came and went. I just don't understand why those girls haven't said anything. And I'm not criticizing them. I'm not putting them down. I'm not belittling them. I know they're victims. But where the heck are they? Please say something.
Well, it's not just them either. If you think about it, the only person that's came out to say anything was Andy Mormon. I mean, Suzanne has other siblings. There's other family members, Barry's siblings. I mean, apparently they were all close. I mean, Suzanne had friends. Nobody's coming out. And that's another one of those things. Like,
yeah,
Barry can't be that freaking scary, man.
I remember, Dusty, I remember when Chris Madonna contacted me and he said, Tyson, we need to do a video. We need to have you make a video inviting Barry because, it was like a wedding anniversary's coming up or something, I think is what, that came and went. Then something else, I think it was birthdays or something came and went. Then now here, Thanksgiving came and went. Christmas is going to come and go. And guess what? We're all just going to sit here and do the same thing, wondering where Suzanne is and what's going on, and not hearing anything from the family. I mean, Trevor Noel, we're not hearing from anybody. This is strange. Somebody needs to come out and say something.
So I watched, like I said this in one of the other videos, but I watched a documentary about when Elizabeth Smart, is that her name? Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Yeah, when she went missing, not only her parents, not only her brothers and sisters, but her uncles, her aunts, all these people were out looking for her. They were for days on end. They were talking to media. They were doing all this stuff. And it was crazy to see that, because we see this, we're ingrained into this case, and we've seen it like this the whole time. And so to me, that was such a refreshing thing to see that they were doing that. And plus, Kelsey Smith, that Echo Lloyd's daughter that came out, that was normal. That's what you do when somebody's missing. When you miss your mom and there's things going on that's making you miss her more. Yep. You're saying, I just want her back. So
that's normal. And that's Dusty. That's the message I want to get across to them, that's normal. Whatever Barry's told you or whoever and convinced you that it's normal to stay quiet this long, it's not. It's not. I can tell you that you can ask anybody that's had a missing persons case in their family. You can ask, thousands of people what helped the most, and it was getting their name out there in the public and getting publicity and getting people talking, because that's how these things are solved. And keeping quiet, it's obviously not working.
No. I saw another thing today. When I was doing some research, I saw that there was a guy that he was a retired law enforcement. I don't remember exactly what he did, but he was talking about the Delphi case. And he said that the police should not have sat on all that information. It messed up them solving it. They could have solved it, he said, but they sat on stuff too long, and they didn't put information out there that could have helped find whoever did that. And that's what's going to happen in this case too. People are going to sit on stuff too long. They're not going to do anything, and then we're never going to find Suzanne. We may never find her anyways, but there could have been a chance that something might have happened if
and now I don't
be out there.
Well, I get what you're saying, man, but I don't believe that window's closed yet. I don't believe it's closed yet. Do I think it's smart to sit and, because sometimes you let things slip away, and that's what happened in that case that you were talking about.
Yeah.
They let it slip away in Delphi. But
well, they're trying to keep stuff too close to the vest, releasing a lot of information they had, and it just kind of backfired on them.
no, and I get that. I get what you're saying, but I still believe that window is well open, and it's just a matter of time. But we just hope that Chaffee County, is doing a good job behind the scenes, and that they know what they're doing, and you have confidence in them because they're backed by CBI and FBI, of course, but you can't help but wonder sometimes,
Yeah.
So
yeah, I agree.
The other thing I wanted to talk about in going up there again to Salida, and just having that great experience, and talking to some people around there, they just talked about what a great person Suzanne was, and these people that I talked to didn't know her personally. I mean, they weren't like best friends or anything, but I mean, the vibe, the feel that you get in the town is that Suzanne was just an amazing person. I mean, that's all we've heard from everybody, and that's the feel that we get. Well, also, as I get to know Nick Cordova better through this process as well, I also am finding that he and Suzanne are a lot alike in a lot of ways. They were very loving, very kind, very service oriented. And I know that you put that up on our thumbnail. I wanted to be sure and hit this point about them being very service oriented, being, trying to please other people, doing the little things, going the extra mile for other people in terms of service and love. And so I wanted to talk about that for a little bit and kind of see what your thoughts were on that as you get to know Nick Cordova better as well. We're starting to see a lot of similar traits to Suzanne Morphew. I mean, Nick, just such an amazing guy. I tried to talk to one of his former employees, but I never got a response. And if that employee watches our show, it was just, I just want to talk to you about Nick Cordova and his character and his work ethic. It's nothing intimidating. It's nothing bad. It's just, I'm trying to get to know Nick Cordova better on a personal level. And anyway, Dusty, as I do that, I'm finding out what an amazing man he was.
Yeah, and you can tell just by the way that Alicia talks about him and how and then I went through and I read all these reviews on his business today, because I remember seeing one way back when, and I couldn't find it today, but I found a bunch of them that said that he gave him a great deal, did excellent work. He didn't wait around. But there was one I remember hearing about, and I don't know if I read it or heard it from somebody told me, but they said that they didn't have all the money or something to pay for the air conditioning or the repair, and he just told them don't worry about it. He was just starting his business, and it's hard to start a business, man. And you need all the money you can get to keep it alive. So for him to do something like that shows a lot of integrity, and it shows a lot of kindness. And like we said in the thumbnail, he has that service in his heart, to serve other people. And obviously Suzanne had a lot of that too, because she had her own foundation, and there was an email. I don't know if it's an email or somebody was talking to a news station or something, but it was from a fellow cancer survivor, and she was talking about meeting Suzanne during treatment and how much she loved Suzanne. And it's just, she just seemed like a really kind, loving person too. So there is a lot of similarities between those people. So I thought that was really interesting.
Hey, Dusty, I have not been watching the comments at all, and I saw a bunch of donations go by.
Yeah, why don't you go help me go through those.
Guys, I'm really sorry. I know we get carried away talking about this stuff, but I usually like to pause and thank everybody, but I just didn't do it tonight, and I'm sorry. But thank you guys so much. A lot of them were probably questions too.
I can read some of them. Hold on. So
Okay.
Liz Gaspari from Gaspari Nutrition, thank you for the $10 donation, and thank you for being a member of our channel. And it says that Draper Brothers and subs never give up. That's for sure. Oh, you found it, Tyson. Thank you.
Well, yeah, that was the latest one. Yep.
Yeah. So there was another one here, the super sticker from Christine Romandetti. I hope I said that right. Thank you for that. She had a couple of them, actually. She just kept going. And maybe she hit the button a couple of times, didn't know it, but thank you.
Well, you know what? We don't care when people do that too. That's awesome.
Yeah, we got another one that says retired RN 43. Thank you for your donation. Yeah, my wife's an RN, so yeah, that's pretty cool that you. And there's one more here, Amber Frazier, $25. Thank you so much. Says great job, Tyson and Dusty. Suzanne and Nick are lucky to have you on their team. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Amber.
Hey, Aunt Joyce. There's Aunt Joyce again.
Sorry,
Hey,
what'd you say, Tyson?
On the screen.
Oh, Joyce. I see her now.
Hey, and mom is actually with Joyce. So hi, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Hey.
Hi, Joyce. You guys got nothing better. They got nothing better to do on a Friday night than watch the Draper Brothers, huh? Man, you guys must be bored up there in Prescott, Arizona.
So Joyce, our Aunt Joyce is our cousin Nick's mom. So she's been going through a rough time, but we want you to know we love you, and we're thinking about you. We're sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't be there to show Nick off and honor him, but I'm so far away. I hate being so far away from family at times like that. It just really bothers me.
Yeah. But hey, Dusty, I just want to conclude. We're getting pretty close to the hour, but don't leave us yet, guys. Don't leave us yet. We're not quite done. But one thing I wanted to talk about real quick is the Gilbert Police Department, because they're the ones handling the Nick Cordova case. Have we ever heard that? Have we ever heard of that department before in recent memory?
A few times, yeah. Lori Vallow case. Charles Vallow was pleading with them to, do something, and then look what happened. 3 people died. I'm not blaming the Gilbert police, but
No, but I wanted to say, that really did give the Gilbert Police Department a black eye, the way that was handled and the outcome, the tragic outcome of that. And so Gilbert PD really needs to get it right with the Nick Cordova case. I mean, there's a lot of pressure on them. There's a lot of people watching, and they have a tremendous responsibility to solve this case, or and to find some resolution and bring this person to justice. So I just hope and pray, man, that's what's going to happen. I have faith in them, but man, I didn't like the way they handled that Charles Vallow thing.
No, that bothered me too. And, I mean, I get it, because there's a lot of people that cry wolf, but that guy was not doing that.
No,
obviously.
No.
So, I mean, you got to be, I know that you might run into a bunch of people that do stupid stuff, but you got to treat each case on a case by case basis and listen to people, he obviously was desperate, and he wanted something done. He was scared, and he unfortunately he lost his life because he wasn't listened to like he should have been. So
yeah. Oh, sorry.
I wasn't laughing at Charles. I was laughing what Gonzo says here.
Oh yeah, Gonzo. Before I talk about Gonzo, I want to say thank you to Gina Perfetti. She is awesome. She's always here. She's always very supportive. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for being a member of our channel. And thank you for being just awesome all the way around. So now Gonzo. Yeah, Gonzo, I got your message. So I will be reaching out to you, buddy. That I like Gonzo a lot, guys. If you haven't already gone over to Real Gon Adventure Media right here, I'll put it on the screen. Go check out Gonzo. We leave the lights on for you, DBs. Yes, we do. We shine the light too, brother. That is a light warrior. Gonzo's a light warrior. Thank you, Gonzo, for everything you do, brother.
Yeah, I got a message from Gonzo the other day after my live, and it meant a lot to me. Thank you. That meant a lot.
Yep. So
I ain't gonna say what he said, but it meant a lot to me. It's private.
All right, Dusty. Well, as I'm looking down the agenda here, that's pretty much all I have, man. Do you want to like take a couple questions from people and still have like an interaction here for a little bit? We got about like 5 minutes. Hey, where'd you go? Where did you go? I guess he didn't want to do that, ladies and gentlemen. He's like, nope, I'm out. All right, well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to take some questions or some comments. So throw them up there. Throw them up on the screen. I don't know what happened to Dusty. Maybe he had an emergency. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Where'd that go? Julie. I'm not sure how to say your last name. I don't know how. Every single time I choose somebody, there's one word in there that I don't know how to pronounce, which is crazy. Drives me crazy. Dusty, where'd you go? But anyway, Dusty, I'm trying to send money. Trying. Oh, that brought you back. Look, all of a sudden I said money and boom, you appeared.
Oh, I was just
Money.
going on, and then I was like, what are you thinking? And I didn't hear nothing. And I was like, well, I guess he didn't like that. So
No, you were gone.
All right.
At least I thought I was on there. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe I was gone and you were the one talking. I don't know.
What did you hear? So I can
What?
you hear anything that I was talking about?
You were gone. It was just me. I was all by myself.
So you didn't hear nothing I said?
Well, you were gone. We didn't hear you. We didn't see you.
No, I mean right before I was gone.
Oh, I have no idea, dude. I've had a whole
Okay.
conversation since then. So I don't
All
know.
right, me too. Can I tell one more thing though?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was mentioning FOIA requests earlier and about how they're refusing them. And I forgot one key point to that when I went back and looked at the email I got. But you're getting a response now if you ask for a FOIA request from Chaffee County, request for information, and it's a response from a lawyer. They've hired a law firm to respond to these requests. That's really, really weird that they would do that. That a public office, like a sheriff's office, hires a lawyer to respond to FOIA requests, which is Freedom of Information Act requests. So, yeah, I'm gonna look into that because that's really strange. I mean, what are they worried about? I mean, I don't understand. Like, why are they worried about people asking for info from them? So
That's a good question.
Anyway,
I don't know. Yeah. Okay, Betty Smith. Oh, Betty, with her two beautiful cats there. I see her pop up here all the time. Thank you, Betty. Tyson, here's what she's thinking, Dusty. We are thinking that you should rent that Morphew home, do a complete videotape of it in the backyard. I understand that you need to rent it for 2 nights minimum, but that would be great, right?
Nope.
I bet you.
I'm not going in there.
I bet you that she had like an evil laugh after the right.
Yeah.
I love you, Betty. No, I actually saw that like several times throughout the day. Like people were really wanting to do that. Like, hey, this needs to be done, Tyson. Where are you at? And I said, well, I don't know, man. I don't know about that one. I like to live on the edge, but I don't know about that one, Betty. Betty, I'll tell you what, Betty. I'll make you a deal. I'll think about that and I'll sleep on it and I'll get back with you, Betty. Thank you.
I'm not sleeping in no place that Barry has a key to. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Me either. I think I've pushed
Why
the
does it say
envelope enough.
video on the thing?
I don't know. Let's see what's Nancy Penny saying. So glad to see the passion has returned. Tyson, you are awesome, and Dusty's so great at what he does. Thank you, Nancy Penny.
Thank you.
So true. So true. We make a good team, and I'm not gonna lie, man. We make a good team, and I love this guy and everything that he does for this channel and for me as a person. And I know you guys love him too, and man, we can just feel it. You guys are amazing. Let's see, what does this say?
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Dusty. I was just gonna say something from Christy Sickles.
Go ahead and read that. I like that too, because it's asking about a case.
Yeah, I saw like the cactuses there, and I said, all right, this is about Arizona. Arizona. This is about Arizona, one of the greatest states. Do you want a new case in Arizona? A friend has been missing since August, please. Absolutely. Yep. I don't know if you got the email address. There's two of them. There's one that's the Draper Brothers at gmail.com, right, Dusty? Is that the right one?
Yep. Yeah.
And my personal one is T_Draper100 at hotmail.com. You guys can send them to me or to our channel at either one of those addresses, and we'd be more than happy to take a look at it.
So I'm going to pull one up real quick.
Yep.
It says, Dusty, have you thought about giving your drone footage to the company who was on Profiling Evil to examine? I'm not sure what company you're talking about. I didn't see that, but if anybody asked me for it, yeah. I mean, I got a lot more than what I showed on there, but yeah, I don't mind. There's probably not a whole lot on there that anybody would be worried about, because I've went through it pretty good, and I didn't see anything really that would stand out a lot. But you know, I'm not an expert. Like, I mean, maybe that those people, I don't know who they are, but yeah, I wouldn't mind giving it to whoever wants it. So
okay, here's Raul. What's up, Raul? He's got one for you there, Dusty.
Give me a second. I'll see if I can find that for you.
Publish the name of the FOIA lawyer, FOIA, so we can research what type of law they practice. This will tell us how serious they are about rejecting our requests. Yeah, that needs to stop.
Well, I'm sorry, but I really can't do that, because I keep confidences. I don't reveal things I'm asked not to. And the person that sent me the email says they don't want me to release that. So you know how you can find out, though? Do a FOIA request to the Chaffee County Sheriff Department, and they'll send you the same thing, because they've been doing it to everybody, is what she's saying. So
okay.
Yep.
All right. There's
it ain't gonna be hard to find out.
Yeah, there's Miss Mister Tyson. Here's some good advice for me, Dusty. Let's see. Tyson, take the van when you go to rent the house. I don't know about that, Mrs. Mister. Mrs. Mister, shame on you. Shame on you. Just kidding. I love you.
Can I answer this real quick? Everybody's asking where Chappie's at. I'm just going to tell you, Chappie's really busy. He asked that he talked to us, and he said he's not got time to do a whole lot. We're respecting that, and we wish him well. He's got his own channel that he posts to just about every day. So you can go check him out over there. He just he's got a lot going on, so he's just not gonna be here anymore. So sorry, but he's still on YouTube if you want to go check him out. And we love him, and we're not we don't have any hard feelings against him, but he just wants to
no,
he's got a lot going on with church and work and family and whatever else. So
yeah, that was the message that he sent me. So you know, maybe I should say something. But yeah, he sent me a message that said, I think he sent it to both of us actually, Dusty. But yeah, he was saying that he just had a lot of church responsibilities and family and work and stuff like that. So he just needs a breather. Chappie's a good dude. We really appreciate everything he's done, and we'll continue to do. Maybe, you know, we'll see what he's up to sometime in the future or whatever. But
Yeah.
let's see, Dusty, what else we got here? We've got, an hour 5. Should we wrap this up, guys? Should we wrap this up?
Yeah, answer a couple more questions and then we can like wrap it up. But
Okay.
yeah, I got to, you know, my wife's going to be home from work and I got a chicken pot pie to cook for her because that's her favorite. And I had to call her mom to get to the directions, and then I burned some of the stuff earlier. So I have to redo something, but you know,
You better get on that. You better
she
get on
might
those
not,
dishes, too.
she might not like it, but she'll appreciate that I put in the effort. So
This is what I'm going to be.
counts.
Well,
I hope
this
she's
is-
not watching this, and I'm going to ruin the surprise. So
Well, this is what I'm going to go ahead.
no, I just
Sorry.
said, dang it, I shouldn't have said that.
I was going to say, this is what I'm going to be doing right here, Dusty, while you're doing that.
Yeah, somebody was asking on here if you were married, and then somebody said that you were. But
Oh,
are you?
no,
Did
I'm
you get
not
married and not tell me? I didn't know.
No. I've been there, done that, man. Been there, done that.
Yeah,
all
he's
I'm-
not
that's all I'm
married,
gonna say.
folks. Somebody gave you the wrong information on there. So,
No, I'll be just relaxing, man. Turn the TV on and just hang out for the rest of the night. We're so glad that we have 785 people with us right now. Thank you for spending your Friday night with us. You guys are amazing. I love that, Dusty. I love this community, man. You guys are just like you said the other day. You said it perfect. These people are ride or die.
yeah, that's true. I've had
You
a
guys
lot
are
of
awesome,
them
man.
that I had a lot of them went to bat for me on stuff that that I didn't even know was going on, and they send me screenshots of stuff, and I thought it was really cool that they did that. So
Yeah,
even
they're
if they
awesome.
get banished from certain groups, they still do it. They don't care.
Yep.
It's pretty awesome.
You guys are awesome. I wish I could respond to every single one of your messages, but we do read them. I read a lot more, but then I find myself getting distracted by other things and I don't get a chance to respond to everybody, but you guys are amazing. Thank you all so much for what you guys do. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful night. That's all I have,
Yeah.
Dusty.
Yeah, I love you guys. Thank you. And I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye, guys.
Adios.
Be good or be good at it.